How is it going, everyone? Turns by New Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan Showdown in San Jose live review and experience. Without wasting any more time, I'm going to jump right into the video. Now, before the actual show started, there was a meet and greet with 4 wrestlers. It was Okada, Will Ospreay, SANADA, and Jay White. There was a meet and greet, and I did get one person there. I wasn't going to get 2, but, you know, the other person was kind of defensive about it, and to be perfectly honest, I was kind of budgeting a little bit, so for budgeting reasons, that's why I didn't get a second person to get. But I did get that. I went to the meet and greet. It was from 4 to 5. I got there and probably waited in line for about, I don't know, 20 or so minutes because it was done differently than the last meet and greet I went to. They had all the wrestlers in the same room, so they're only letting a certain amount of people from each line in the room at a time to meet, you know, that whoever they're meeting. That way it wasn't a big cluster of people. So, and kind of like the way it's formatted, it's kind of annoying, but it was what it was. But of course, the one person I did meet at the meet and greet was none other than the current IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Here is, of course, the 8x10 they give you. The one thing I don't really like that New Japan does is they have their guy signed in black on top of their picture, and it doesn't really come off very well. I don't know why they still give them their own little special colored pens. Like, this would have been an awesome autograph by Okada with like a gold Sharpie. That would have looked absolutely awesome. But yeah, I got that. I do like that they put the logo for the show there. It makes it kind of unique, even though it's a basic picture, but I don't know, it's a little touch I do like. But yeah, I met Okada, very short and simple. I went up to him, and if you not know me, I'm a very shy, into myself person, so I went up to Okada, it's kind of, you know, I don't know, it's kind of being fluttered, you know. I went up to him, I was trying to say happy late birthday, but I ended up saying happy early. Then I caught myself, said, oh, happy late birthday, like, and I don't know if he was laughing or he's just blushing because, you know, Okada is a very nice guy, but he was very energetic and very happy to have met everyone. And yeah, he was a very nice guy, very simple, just said happy birthday. He was laughing, he was having a good time. We took the picture, which is funny because in the merch line at the show, when they're giving out stickers, and basically all I had to do was hashtag the show and on any social media, and you would have got a free sticker. I showed the guy, and it was my pick with Okada, and he gives me a sticker, and it was, that's a dope ass picture, by the way. So yeah, I thought the picture came out pretty awesome with Okada, and yeah, it was nice meeting him, and that was pretty much it. We pretty much left and, you know, kind of explored San Jose a little bit before the show started, and of course went to the show. And the one thing I regret, and I should have fucking done it because the meet and greet obviously was in the same area as the show, but when we left the meet and greet, they had the merch table there, and I was like, you know what, I should get the merch here, but at that time, I had my car on a parking meter, and I didn't want to risk, you know, having the meter expire or whatever, so to, you know, save time, I just said screw it, you know, I'll come back to the show. So we go to the show, and of course the merch line takes fucking forever. I kid you not, I was literally in line for like an hour because I swear everyone that went in went immediately to the merch line, because there's a lot of things that sold out, like the Liger mask sold out, you know, Hiromu Takahashi's Daryl, that's who it is, Daryl the cat, that sold out that they were selling there. So a lot of things sold out because pretty much everyone went to the merch line. And yeah, I waited in line for a good while, but I did get the stuff that I did want. So here, of course, is the bag. I do have a lot of flyers in here that they just gave, like, you know, obviously there's like just some random flyers they threw into the bag as I was checking out. And of course, here is the pamphlet, or pretty much a little paper that has all the merch that they were selling. So that is a complete list of merchandise. Here is a sticker, by the way, that I was talking about earlier with the guy giving them out for social media. Pretty legit sticker, pretty good size as well, so that's nice to have. But in terms of merch, I only got 3 things. I was going to get a 4th thing, but it was a Jyushin Thunder Liger shirt that said World Legend in the back and had him in the front with his name. But that shirt was 40 bucks, and I don't know. I didn't like the shirt enough to want to pay the 40 bucks. I was only going to get it originally because it was Liger's, of course, last match in the United States, so I was going to get it to kind of commemorate him, but I don't know, I just didn't really want to pay like 40 bucks for that shirt, honestly. But like I said, I did get 3 things. And of course, the first thing I got was none other than the event shirt, which I do really like. Of course, we have the New Japan Showdown with the San Jose and Los Angeles logo on the front. And then on the back, very basic, as always, just has the dates and the cities of where the events are at. But yeah, I always love these New Japan shirts. They always look really nice, and the material is really good as well. I absolutely love New Japan shirts, so definitely had to add that one. In person, this looks fucking awesome, honestly. It is the New Japan Pro Wrestling San Jose shirt, of course, in a, you know, Sharks logo, and honestly, the colors on this look fucking great. Like, this shirt in person looks absolutely spectacular. I really like this shirt a lot, and definitely better than the San Francisco one I'm wearing right here. I love this shirt too, but this one definitely blows it away. But yeah, great design in the front. Then of course on the back it has New Japan Pro Wrestling 1972, or just says 72, of course, for the year of New Japan. So that was the second thing I got. And the third and final thing I got, I was very surprised because I got this thinking to be a lot smaller, and this thing's a lot bigger than I anticipated. It is a New Japan Pro Wrestling ticket holder lanyard. This thing's pretty massive. Like, it's the size of like a bigger iPhone, honestly. In the promo pics on the New Japan shop, it looked a lot smaller. It looked like it was barely big enough to fit a ticket. Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice lanyard. I like the design on it, so I got it. There's two different ones you could have got, but I got this one that looked really cool to wear at the future New Japan show. So that was all the merch I did get at the show. And then, of course, I went to my seats afterwards, which they're right here. I was in section 210, row E, seats 14 and 13. Here's a ticket. Great seats. I had a perfect view of everything. It was a row that was elevated from the ground, so the seats were going upwards. I had a perfect view of everything, the stage, the ring. Had a view over everyone that was, on the floor. So fantastic seats. Absolutely loved the view. But I did miss the opening match, which I didn't really care about. It was Narita taking on Coughlin. Did not see it because, again, I was in the merch line, which, by the way, I got in that merch line probably at like 6:10, maybe 6:15ish, and yeah, I didn't get into the actual show until like 15:20ish. So yeah, I completely missed the first match, which I didn't really care for because that's like a, obviously it's a dojo guys match, Young Lions match, so I didn't care that I missed it. But I did care about, I missed the entrance, unfortunately, but I was in my seat by the time the bell rang. But of course, it was Jyushin Thunder Liger's final match in the United States. He was teaming up with Solow, or Solow, or whatever his name is, Bailey's boyfriend or fiance, I believe, taking on Colt Cabana and Toru Yano. This match was a ton of fun. Aaron was pretty impressive, and Colt and Yano did a lot of great comedy stuff, especially when Liger went to Irish whip Colt into the exposed turnbuckle, but then he yelled for Yano, and Yano covered for him, so Colt ran into Yano, and Yano took the bullet for him. Thought that was great stuff there. A lot of great stuff. I wish Liger would have been in the match a little bit more. He really didn't do that much, especially for like his final match. I would have liked to have gotten to see more of Liger, but everyone, of course, loved everything Liger was doing, ate it up. The finish was great as well, with Colt throwing Aaron into the exposed turnbuckle, followed by the Superman dive pin, 1, 2, 3. Colt and Yano get the victory. So, yeah, that was a very fun match. Definitely was, in-ring wise, maybe not the best match, but in terms of entertainment, I was very entertained. I thought it was a very fun match, and I had a lot of fun with it. Zuki-gun, of course, Minoru Suzuki and El Desperado taking on Clark Connors and Karl Fredericks. This match took me by surprise. I thought it was very good. I had a lot of fun with it. Karl Fredericks is very impressive. I was pretty impressed with him at the Super J Cup, but him, especially the stuff with him and Suzuki, where they're just chopping the shit out of each other, I thought was great, and they just beat the shit out of each other, and I definitely would like to see a singles match between two of them. Clark Connors didn't really do a whole bunch. He got a hot tag, and then, gave a hot tag to Karl, which got it back in. So, Clark didn't really do all that much, in my opinion, but it was still a hell of a tag team match. Minoru Suzuki got the win after the Gotch pile driver onto Clark Connors to get the win for his team. So, yeah, that was a very fun match. Great stuff. And like I said, I'd like to see Suzuki take on Karl Fredericks in the future, because that'd be a great singles match, I think, at a future maybe US show. So, yeah. From there, I want to go to a 6-man tag team match. Ishii, Juice Robinson, and TJP taking on LIJ of Bushi, Evil, and SANADA. This was a fun match here. It was kind of slow, and I don't know, it wasn't as fun as the match before, but it definitely was pretty damn solid. Very surprised to see Juice get the win too. He ended up hitting Ibushi with the Pulp Fiction. So there really wasn't much in the match. It was good seeing Ishii. SANADA is very impressive, of course, putting both Juice and TJP into the my mind's going blank what it's called right now, but we locks them up. My mind's going completely blank right now. I apologize, but yeah, locks them up, and it obviously gives them a drop kick in their asses, so that was great. But yeah, a lot of fun. Like I said, just got the win over Bushi with the Pulp Friction, so that was a fun match. And then of course we go to another 6-man tag team match. Goto, Rocky Romero, and Yo taking on Kenta, Ishimori, and Jado. This was probably the weakest match on the show, honestly. I just really wasn't into it. Kenta, I don't know, ever since his WWE run, I just haven't really been feeling it. I've been hearing that his matches have been improving, especially with guys like Ishii, but I don't know, I just haven't been buying it. But it has furthered the storyline between him and Goto, so I did like this match for that fact. But besides that, really wasn't much to it. Jado got involved with the kendo stick, would use it, and the referee wasn't paying attention. But surprise finish, Rocky Romero got a cradle onto Jado and pinned him 1-2-3 and celebrated like he won the world championship at the end. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was a fine match. Like I said, probably the worst match in the card, but not really much to it. And from there, I'm going to go to, which in my opinion was the match of the night, which was for the Rev Pro British Cruiserweight Championship. Of course, El Phantasmo taking on Show. Show immediately hits a huge spear on El Phantasmo and works on him. And I thought him and El Phantasmo had a great match. Like I said, honestly, in my opinion, match of the night. I thought El Phantasmo, you know, he's someone that can put on a really good match, but there's so much bullshit that it takes away from it. But I feel like the bullshit wasn't that high where it affected this match, so that was definitely a good plus. Show just went on a German suplex rate where he just kept giving multiple Germans to the El Phantasmo, and it was great. You know, the crowd bought into a false finish where everyone thought, including myself, Show was going to win the championship because he was that impressive. But yeah, hopefully he definitely becomes a junior heavyweight champion sometime in the future because, you know, with this performance here in his match with Will Ospreay at the Super J Cup Day 2, you know, this was a great performance for him. And of course, there's a ref bump. The referee got taken out, which led to Ishimori coming down to try and help El Phantasmo, and then Yo came out to, you know, take him out, which obviously those two teams were having a match at Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2 for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. So obviously I was building up towards that, but yeah, shenanigans happened. Referee finally came out after Show had El Phantasmo pinned for about a 55 count, but of course El Phantasmo kicks out, gives him a dick shot, hits him with the CR2 on Show, 1-2-3, retains the British Cruiserweight Championship. Like I said, great match. Honestly, my personal favorite match and match of the night. Great stuff. Speaking of championships, we go to the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Lance Archer defending against David Finlay. Right from the get-go, David Finlay hits a huge dropkick on him. Archer during his entrance was just killing all the young lions and the dojo boys at ringside, which I thought was hilarious. So that was funny. But the match itself was just fine. Like, it was good, but I don't think anyone really cared about it because there's two guys, honestly, I think people don't really care for. No offense to Archer and Finlay, but yeah, I don't think those two in the ring will get people really focused. But there are some good spots. You know, Archer was really just throwing him around and whatnot, and, you know, the finish came which, I don't know, Archer's finish is kind of weak. The claw where he just fucking, I get the purpose, but the velocity, at least in this match, we did for the finish, the velocity of the head, you know, bangs was very weak and slow and just didn't come off like a good finish. So obviously Archer retains the championship and Juice Robinson gets in his face, and of course Archer pretty much tells him that you're not worth it, bitch. And that was that. So yeah, fine match, but like I said, I don't think anyone really cared. Tetsuya Naito and Shingo Takagi taking on, of course, Jay White and Chase Owens. This was a good match here as well. You know, I thought the stuff Naito and Jay White did with, you know, like Jay White pulling Naito and Naito just throwing himself back completely on the apron was a great spot. I thought, you know, pretty much everyone worked hard here. I thought Shingo's pretty impressive. You know, him and Jay White had a pretty good exchange, and Jay White and, of course, Naito, they were exchanging back and forth. And Chase Owens, you know, the guy who just pretty much fucking sucks, takes a terrible Destino because I don't know if it was Naito's fault, but when Naito, like, spun, you know, up to do it, it just came up very slow and very poorly, and Naito ended up pinning Chase Owens with that. But yeah, that was that. And then, of course, go to the main event, which was Okada and Ospreay taking on, of course, Amazing Red and Kota Ibushi. I would like to see this match go longer. This match is only, like, you know, a little over 10 to 15 minutes. But it was still a very good main event. Definitely was a great time, great match to close the show. I'd probably put second behind the Show El Phantasmo match as match of the night. I thought it was great, but not as good as that match. Okada would have wished he would have worked a little bit more. But, you know, I know that to protect the bigger names in these matches. That's why they always do these tag matches. They let the, you know, the lower name of the two go at it while the big names, you know, save themselves for the big match. So that's what we got here. But, of course, Ospreay and Red had an amazing exchange as always. Okada and Red was fun seeing, even though they botched one of the spots where Okada was going for the Rainmaker, but I think Red was supposed to flip over it into the Code Red. But Okada, I don't know if he dropped him or if maybe Red slipped, or there's just some communications, but Red ended up hitting the Code Red anyways for a great near fall on Okada. Okada went for a crossbody, but Red got out of the way. And then at the end, you know, Okada ended up catching Red after a moonsault into the tombstone, hit the Rainmaker, 1, 2, 3, Kazuchika, Okada, and Will Ospreay get the victory and win in the main event. Like I said, that was a great match. Crowd's really into it. Everyone loved Okada and Ibushi, and it was great. And of course, afterwards on the mic, Okada thanked everybody and pretty much said that, you know, on the Wrestle Kingdom shows On night 1, he's defending the title against Ibushi, and of course, night 2 will have the double dash gold with the IWGP Heavyweight Champion and the IWGP Intercontinental Champion clashing in a champion vs champion match. And Okada pretty much said if he wins the championships on on January 5th, that he was pretty much, I don't know if he said he was going to vacate it or unify them, but he just said that he only needs one belt. So no matter who the champions are, after Wrestle Kingdom 14 both nights, he's only have one championship, not two. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that means they're planning on unifying them or just having him win it then immediately vacate it or what, but yeah, that's the plan for Okada, according to him, if he wins both championships after Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2 on January 5th. But yeah, I thought this definitely was a great show, honestly. Even though this is only my third New Japan show, I definitely thought this was the most fun I've had on one so far. I just thought the match quality was very fun. Just everyone's having a good time. The atmosphere was fantastic as well. The crowd was very energetic for the most part. I remember waiting in line too, and Meltzer just walking by with his clipboard. I thought that was absolutely hilarious watching him do that. But yeah, I had a great time with my girlfriend at the show. She had a good time as well, which is always good to hear when you take someone that doesn't really, watch it and they had a good time. So I'm glad that she enjoyed it as much as I did. And the whole day was just great. A very fun day in San Jose. Definitely can't wait to see him come back to the U.S. again. I know they're touring a lot more next year. And I know California is one of the bigger places they're traveling heavily for next year. So hopefully it's in the Bay Area, because if it's anywhere within, like 2 or 3 hours from me, I'll definitely try to attend it. Anywhere in Southern California, I probably won't go to, but yeah, if it's like 2 or 3 hours, which, San Jose, like I said, was 2 hours away from me, it wasn't very far. So it was an very easy trip. But yeah, anything that's like in LA, it's like 6 hours. No way I'm attending it. But yeah, had an awesome time. I had a great time. Very much enjoyed it. Can't wait for New Japan to come back. Hope you guys did the video. If you guys did, please feel free to leave a like below. And of course, next time, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video.